Let's go.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Let's go, my boy. That's a 4/6, and the Nightmare works Ceaseless, obviously. And what is out there? I guess this guy is fine. Will dash next turn and probably a bounce of its Ceaseless. But I'm not sure. He'll probably like concede, you know. I'm not like I don't see it. He'll probably concede. I guess he was hoping for it. Oh, finally, bro. Finally, you can see you lost the game like 5 turns before. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is a new edition of a Deckless Warlock. The idea of the deck is to actually cycle through the deck as fast as possible, the decks that you have out there. You have a couple of board clears and all of the good stuff. You can actually like do that in early turns, but your pretty much hope here is to get an engine of yours as fast as possible and actually multiply it and cycle through the deck as much as possible. Eternal Layovers is used for you to gain even more engine of yours because they go dormant as soon as they are resummoned here. You try to get a Nightmare Lord Xavius to multiply that, sending you to summon a second 2/2 copy. All of the good stuff, and overall you gain a lot of armor, you gain a lot of survivability out of this card specifically because it is kind of like a focus over your deck, and you cycle through the deck really fast so far, with deadlines and all some kind of new cards that you have out there. You might push it to the limit and just to cycle really fast, faster than any other deck. And at that point, you try to do that before turn 8, 9 or something like this. Usually that happens for you, And at that point, you have a Wheel of Death to put an opponent on a clock there, so that they have literally 5 turns to actually kill you, to go through all of the armors that you have out there. Plus you have a Kil'jaeden after, right? So this deck performs pretty well right now on the ladder. As far as I saw statistics, the higher you climb, the better this deck is. It's kind of considered a tier S deck, which means that it's one of the 3 decks that are considered the strongest right now on the ladder. And we didn't play it yet, so I guess that's a time. Because a new card was added out there, which is a Conflagrate. Because before you needed specifically Eternal Layovers to proc an engine of your guaranteed right there. But now you can have a Cursed Campaign here and a Conflagrate, which is 4 mana and summon a couple of extra engine of yours on turn 6, for example, and you still have a couple of mana to actually do some extra stuff overall on the board. You still have a Youthful Brewmaster for you again to actually bounce it off, or bounce whatever you have, a Nightmare Lord Xavius, for example, a couple of Dirty Rats for you to disrupt an opponent's ODK. If you're not in the position where you have 100 health or something like this. So this deck is this deck is really fast. This deck is kind of more of a control-ish version with its own win condition, because an opponent cannot actually stop a Wheel of Death unless it's kind of a Spell Mage. But a Spell Mage is is not really prevalent on the ladder. It's kind of point I would say 2% or something. So and still you can still get over a counter spell by using all the spells that you have out there, right? So it's not a really big deal. It's not like a Dirty Rat that gets out your win condition and that's it, right? And you cannot do anything about it. And this Wheel of Death is kind of a card that cannot be dealt with without you making a mistake, right? So as far as it is, this deck, as I said, performs better and better the higher you climb. And yeah, if you like the decks that I choose for you guys to display, if you like me playing tier S deck and finally show you guys what is out there on the ladder, which is one of the strongest decks so far. This one is considered the strongest deck according to HS replay, as far as I remember. So yeah, if you like that stuff, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to sub. Maybe you'll enjoy even more videos in the future. But for now, let's jump right in.
Kil'jaeden versus Malfurion. Feel the power of the wild world.
Double unholy Deckless Warlock zone. A 10 line. No. Well, that is a bad start zone. But let's hope it will get better. Ancient of Yore already in our hand, which is really good. Dirty Rat, like with a Dirty Rat, we want to take out like what a 3/3, right? To prevent their Bottle Crime, but they will still have like a Death Rattle on them. We are keeping a coin for this to go out turn 4, obviously. But against an Imbue, let's see what are like worst matchups here. Hunter. Hunter. And that's it. Oh, Druid is the second worst. And Druid is the second worst. Okay. Well, now we know, I guess. But it's not even close. The Hunter is like what, 26% though. Okay, how about stats? Hold on. So Dirt Rat comes in, right? Dirt Rat comes in. After that, like an Ultralisk Cavern zone. Oh, he doesn't have any minions. That is nice. That is a nice talent in such a case. Where's the stats though? Like for this specifically, I'm kind of curious. Deckless Warlock. So what is that? Okay, Druid is not that bad. Okay, Druid is not that bad. Hunter Mage is bad, and a Demon Hunter is kind of bad. Warlock and Mirror, interesting. So the stats are pretty overwhelming, but it's kind of like, as I said, like a pretty strong deck so far. So an Ultralisk Cavern. Maybe we should proc it anyway. But like, why not? Because that an Ancient of Worm. Because the faster we get out of this, the faster we have an 8/8 here. That's fine. We have a Consume here, which is good. But the faster we go with an Ancient of Yours, the better. We need right now to actually, like, heal as much as possible, unfortunately. Table flip, not something I need, not something that I want, though. Nightmare Lord Xavius is pretty good. We probably need a Dark Summoner, by the way. I think that is what we will go for. The Dark Summoner. Because we need these 2 8/8s to clear the board here. That's a lot of pressure, 9 damage each turn. We are fine with 1 Ancient of Yore with a Cursed here. Nice 1/1s, bro. Nice 1/1s. I'll have a table flip here. And a deadline. Deadline is nice. Table flip. Well, unfortunately. We have to do probably like a table flip here, but it's not enough for us to deal with all of this. Deadline is fine to remove a 6/6, but it's still a lot of damage though. 11 damage. 11 damage. We can do an 8/8 rush. What if we do a table flip? Table flip, consume. One more. Woman, still like, weird. Still weird. Still weird. What if we go for summoner? I guess we are out of time for that. Okay, let's scroll, I guess. Another table flip. Okay, we'll clear next turn. Okay. We'll clear next turn. And heal after, right? Well, we have 10 health. Getting scary though. A couple of trail mixes here. And the last, like, golem for him. Okay. So a table flip into a consume is fine. I guess a table flip into a cursed is actually good too. But we're having a problem here. Just a slight one though. Having a problem here. Like this should go out, right? Get out of here. Yeah, this should go out like this. I'm not sure I want to take the risk, so I'm not sure I want to take the risk, so Ultralisk can consume. Can get a consume from this, for example. Get an extra heal. Okay, let's go. Let's go. There's a main 8 for us, and then cycles through the deck a little, right? Well, let's hope a 5/5 survives. We cannot, like, you know, kill it anyway, like this turn, but... Oh, Fire Egg. Well, how am I not surprised? Supernova, obviously. More spells for him, a char for an 8/1. Okay, at least that happens for us. 4 damage. Oh, come on, please don't kill. Draw 1 card. Nice. Oh, come on, then. Exactly enough to kill him. Well, we have, like, you know... Okay, don't tell me you have, like, a, you know, Sunset Wall or something. Glacial Shard freezes. Ultralisk probably goes out. Like, we need a second engine of Yore. Deals 3 damage, discard a random fire spell to deal 3 more. What did you discard, though? Creamy. Supernova. Yeah, you have to play Nightmare Lord Samus first, right? To reduce the damage interface here. Those are garbage. Both the Bartender is fine. Double the... Well, we can get a couple of 8/8s from here. We proc it right now, and we have it like... I guess both the Bartender is a little better, because we'll be probably threatened with a lethal next turn. So I guess this is better. Let's just use this for now. Have to proc that thing and wait for 2 turns. And you know, maybe we'll draw a summoner at some point. Up turn. Should make a copy of a Fire Axe. Nah, I guess we don't. We don't really have like a full board clear here. Still have a couple of Eternal Layovers. Okay, an 8/9. Not sure what is our, like, you know, win con here. Couple of Curse, couple of Eternal Layovers. Couple of Eternal Layovers is pretty good as well. It helps us out a little. Okay, let's go for Eternal Layover, and let's go for a Freeze. Let's see if we can, like, you know, if we can stop that madness or what is happening, right? So, Fire Egg on turn 1. On turn 7 or something? I'm not sure. On turn 7, right? Fire Egg. It's a pretty good addition for an imbue, I guess. I hated, like, to actually do an Eternal Layover without a mention of Yore, but I guess we have no choice. Because that is our, like, clear next turn zone. To prevent the lethal overall. Ceaseless, okay. We can balance it off though. It's not too bad. Can copy a Fire Act too. Nah, not really. A damage freeze. And we cannot freeze if we do an eternal layover right now, right? Can bounce, so bounce.
Decisions.
Consume cursed. We have a room for heal power here, right? Do we even need a bounce? Like this happens, right? Like this happens. Like this happens. Do we need a bounce here? I probably do, I guess. We do this. We do heal power. Fine. He needs 5 damage then. Might be possible for him. But we still need like an Ancient of Yore here, I guess. How do we do that? How do we squeeze in an Ancient of Yore? Given if we have a chance. Goes for damage, right? 2 damage. Okay, initial land is out? Okay. Your power didn't matter anyway, though. Well, that's unfortunate, I guess. Well, we needed specifically an Ancient of Yore. We needed it to be multiplied. Like, I guess maybe we had to risk at that point for him not having 3 damage and try to multiply an Ancient of Yore. Maybe that was our turn. Maybe he didn't have like 3 damage, but we would never know, I guess, right? Well, he had 2 damage, that is for sure, that we know that he had 2 damage for 1, right? That is what we know for sure. And he had a Fire Act at that point, right? Fire Act wouldn't kill us, so... But he had 6 damage from hand, so we would be dead, right? Like 100%. This time, like, we at least had a chance, I guess. We know the consequences of it, but like, you know, still, well, this is out, I guess. Nightmare Lord, okay. Let's see what is up. Well, that is probably a Dark Geek Troll, right? It's, you know, one of the most popular rogue decks right now on the ladder. Dark Geek Troll. It's interesting that this, you know, that this game actually makes the other side of the board like unclickable. Glacial Shard for us, right? He gives us a free turn. I'm thankful for that stuff. Ultralisk Cavern probably comes up. After that, like a table flip plus Ultralisk Cavern can actually deal 4 damage to whatever he summons. Let's hope for no Harbinger right now. Or no Harbinger combo. And it's not, and I guess that's... should be a game. You didn't win turn 2, you should lose, I guess. Like usually, right? Usually that is how it goes. As a rock. If you didn't find a full combo on turn 2, you usually lose a GG. A deadline, oh come on man. I don't want to lose a card. But I guess I should. Another Ancient of Yore, which is pretty good. Ken Mokla, you try to burn me? Really? What is this card in your deck zone? Okay. Okay, bro. I see you, I see you. Well, we can do a freeze, I guess. He's so kind, though, to give us so many cards. Let's see what is a. We have 2 table flips, so we're fine. Like, we only burned 1 Ultralisk Cavern, it's not like that crazy. I would actually be upset if I burned like a second engine of Yore, but you know, everything else is just like fine. Considering that that is an aggro deck. Okay. The engine of Yore comes out. And we try to find Cursed Campaign, right?
They haven't raised the alarm.
Error, okay. Well, that's strong though. That's kind of strong though.
Choose soon.
Error is pretty strong. It's a 5/5.
Silent.
Interesting. 75 and a web of deception for a 2/2 for another 4/4. Okay, so what do we have here? Have a few options, right? A few options, but the best one of those is eventually Yore in any case. Guess I'm right. Guess I'm right. Ancient of Yore is still the best options there. Not a second one is another hand already. We have like as many board players as we want so far. We'll try a counter spell. Oh, there is no counter spell zone. Only a nice trap, right? Which is nice. So it's like 1 mana test this out. Well, a red trap would be annoying. So I guess we have only like this board clear. I should really like doing the red trap anyway. Yeah. Maybe we should not like test an ice trap here. Maybe we should just like do 2 table flips. Should be fine. Should be fine. Or do we even like do 1 table flip like here? The potential. Because that is not an ice trap. Oh, that's an ice trap, okay. It is a nice trap. Do we test it out? Do we test it out? Interesting. We can do a consume first. Now that's trolling. Let's test it out. Let's go. It's an explosive trap, nice. So we have a second table flip for a full board clear. Let's go. Let's go. Do you go for a consume here? Just like for a second? I guess we should. No. Spend two table flips here. So that is fine. We can go for a second initial reorg next turn. Unless we find a Cursed Companion. We can actually dig for it if we want. I don't really have too many corpses, so unfortunately. Well, here's a Harbinger turn, I guess, right? Let's go. Well, we spent like a couple of good board clears, so it's fine for him to have something like that. So he spent another Web of Deception here. Okay. Another soul searching for us. Can bounce an Ash of Yore though. Like, it's not really a big deal. How much damage is like potentially 12, right? 13. Yeah, I can do a second edition of Yore here, no problem whatsoever. Minus 2 cards, so we're kind of fine.
Decisions.
You can search for an eternal layover here, by the way. It's actually a good idea. Let's try it first. Oh, here you go. Here is an internal layover zone. With the banana out. Like, who cares, right? Creature of Madness, okay. Still has a Harbinger and 2 bounces somewhere in his deck, right? We don't have like too many board clears left, only a Hellfire zone. Hellfire and Deadlines. And Deadlines are not like really applicable in this specific Ceaseless zone, but he might have like steal a minion with a Dark Gift and might actually get that Ceaseless at some point. Or like a Rat or something. The Deadline might be actually playable. Unless there is like a +2/+2 elusive. So yeah, should be fine. It's 14 cards left in our deck though. Just purchase, let's go. I guess we're going for a second engine of Yore. If he gives us a room to breeze, let's go. Why not? For one, okay. If you give us a room to breeze, let's just do it. Another consume for us. Well, unfortunate. Let's give this guy bananas. Next turn there is a trade, curse campaign. Oh, sounds fun. Now here you go. Okay. Nightmare Fuel, there you go. At least we actually drew it Ceaseless. But we have either like a Rat or Bob the Bartender here. Bob the Bartender is applicable only against Ceaseless, so which is like fine. I kind of hope we don't burn it, no? Because that is a freeze. And that's, you know, freeze is kind of like good. We can do a Nightmare Lord Status into Bob as well. Those don't attack, you know. Don't attack a hero, though, only a minion brim. Oh, that is bad one. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a menagerie. Interesting. Let's try to dig for Hellfire, I guess. I guess we still have to, like, you know, throw this away. Will of Death, not really good. Let's go for this. Curse Campaign is something that we need, I guess. This worm just like gives nothing to us. Curse Campaign is something that we need, I would say. Maybe Rat is fine. I'm not sure. Has a Bob the Bartender, he's kind probably. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, here is an internal layer. Fine. Nice a Rat here. Okay. Well, let's hope not to burn a Hellfire out soon. Hellfire would be, you know, would be helpful there. Hellfire would be helpful though. Kil'jaeden would be helpful too. I guess. Nydus Worm. Well, I guess the worst top deck is probably Nydus Worms there. Ceaseless is still not playable, unfortunately. There is a Menagerie, interesting. Like, that's a really nice choice. That is why I guess he has a King booklet, though. Menagerie with a Cinder Sword. Okay.
Choose soon.
This is not a lot of damage. We can actually go for a Will of Death, I guess. But I will draw too much, right? I guess we have to go like for Kil'jaeden and Fair Zone. Because that is like what, only a 4/6. Interesting. Both of those are okay. Kind of have an internal layover here, but I would rather appreciate like a Hellfire, you know? I would appreciate a Hellfire though. We can freeze. And like, you know, do a summoner here. How about that? Feels pretty nice, man. But it just like, you know, prolongs the game a little here. And get on the board. I feel fine about it. Yeah, should. Oh god, we'll burn a Hellfire, really? Well, that's unfortunate. That was our last, like, you know, our last board clear, and that's the last card of our deck zone. Well, I guess we have to find a way to clear that off, like, in some other way zone. Have to destroy a couple of those, I guess. Consume is unusable, unfortunately. It's very strong, okay. We still have a balance for another freeze, by the way. Nightmare Fuel, don't have anything though. You had to wait for a Kil'jaeden, bro.
Choose soon.
Shadows tap for a 3/3, okay. That's pretty nice actually. And Elemental is out there, you know, that's above. And that's above. That's a 5/5, bro. Okay, so how do you do that?
No cards left.
How do we do that? We have a deadline, which is nice. We have 3 hits. I guess we're doing this because that consumes 2 hits. We do a Kil'jaeden. We do a Kil'jaeden. We destroy a couple of those.
Now this
Do
is
this. There's your card brawl. There's this guy. And here comes another. So Kil'jaeden is secured, we have assist next turn. The only problem is probably that we don't really have an answer on yours if he finds a way to clear all the whole board. But yeah. For us right now, it's an eternal layover into itself. That's and that should be a nail in a coffin. Like with whatever is left, right? Like except like a 7/7, obviously. Nydus Purchase can kill a 7/7, which is nice. Try to dig for something. He spent both of the Nightmare Fuels, so he cannot, like, you know, steal a good minion from our deck zone. Bob the Bartender goes for what? For free. Okay, well, that's pretty good. No, that's pretty good.
Rock number 802. Welcome to the collection.
That should be game over. Let's go. And I will bring destruction. Let's go, my boy. That's a 4/6, and the Nightmare works Ceaseless, obviously. And what is out there? I guess this guy is fine. Will of Death next turn, and probably a bounce of its Ceaseless. But I'm not sure. He'll probably like concede, you know. I'm not like I don't see it. He'll probably concede, and that is exactly what happens. Let's go. Nice deck so far. I kind of enjoy it. It's not like really hard to play. I guess that is why, like, you know, a lot of people actually choose it still, but it's a strong deck by itself anyway. Like, you gain a lot of health. Aggro decks have a really hard time, like, you know, tough time to get through all of those, like, board clears and, like, also do a lot of damage, like, if they found, like, an action of yours, and actually multiply that scenario. Pretty good, pretty good. Like, I've seen this deck like perform against me a couple of times as a DK, and if you have like if you have a slow start, sometimes like, you know, sometimes they just like cycle through the deck so fast, and they just like you cannot like really get like on the board really fast there. As they clear a couple of boards, and as soon as you have like a weak turn, they just like go with the Will of Death, and you're on the clock, and you just like cannot actually push for like 50 damage in like 4 turns. And that's usually how it goes on. Oh, that's a pretty nice start zone. Durat against a mage? Questionable. I kind of hope that is a spell mason. I actually want to understand like how well this deck does against a spell mage. Spell mage should be one of the good contrasts to this. Like, should be like on zero and paper, because like matchups against a mage is one of the worst ones for this deck specifically. That's what happens here. And that's exactly a spell mage. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't see like anything else playable right now except like a spell mage, because a spell mage actually does well against this specific deck though. Against this specific deck. I'll probably start drawing action, because this is not the hand that I want against a spell mage. He might have a counter spell, by the way. I guess it's weird for him to actually play counter spell at this point when I have a coin. It's weird, but it's not impossible. So Iceberry is not like a cine. Okay, not a counter spell here. Let's go with this. And a Hellfire. Another Ultralisk, okay. So that's Explosive Runes, right? Explosive Runes or Alliance Ally, okay. I don't believe there is any chance that is an Alliance Ally zone. That would be really weird. Because he has like pretty much almost 0 minions, you know. We need to find an action of Yore here as fast as possible. Nightmare Lord Xavius, give us a cine. Oh, okay. Couple of more minions here, out there. Okay, that's a -2 discount for his couple of spells, I would say. And if I, what am I doing? I guess he wants to kill a 2/3. Okay, fine. And that's a heal too, you know. It's a heal too. I guess we have a, you know, have a free turn for Nightmare Lord Xavius, which is fine. Wind Gazer. You gave us a 1/2 to destroy 2. Thank you. Thank you. I guess thank you them. Let's try to find an answer of Yore here. Fine, whatever, like anything. I guess it's time to heal. Like this. I guess it's time to heal them. Mansion of Yore comes out. Well, that's probably another explosive runes. Type rules, that is nice. Why do you not, like, you know, put it in first, though? Not sure. But okay. Have a couple of eternal layovers, but we don't really have a curse campaign yet. Let's see what is up. We have this for a stream, which is like a really convenient zone. Which is a really convenient zone. We have another consume from this, we need one, right? I guess we have to like spend it anyway.
The swarm will consume all.
The swarm will consume all them. It's good to know. Good to know. Huddle up, oh my god. Strong. Do we really have to? No, not sure. 18 damage. 18 damage is a lot. Can do even a Will of Death and like 0 cares in the wall, but I guess these guys can just like skyrocket it now. Found a counter spell. You can do 5 damage from here, basically. Trying to layover is kind of fine. Just draw him a card, why not? Let's go. Okay, good stuff. Oh, here's the second one. Thank you. Thank you, game. Thank you, everyone. Need a card campaign, so. Might even, like, you know, bounce it also. Not a bad idea. But if he doesn't have, like, a strong turn, I might just, like, go for a Will of Death. Considering, like, you know, what he has out there. And second flame. I'm not sure, like, what is he doing, Zombie. I guess he empties his hand, right? Empties his hand, get an object. Maybe for a nice bear. Or a counter spell them. It's pretty good too. How consume. Could do a consume probably in the previous turn, just like for a second. Nah, not really. I kinda needed that prog zone. But yeah, now it's stuck zone. Prog, oh, okay. I guess he has something like a flame strike. Yes, he has something like a flame strike then. What do I want to give away for a counter spell? It says. That is not a counter spell, nice, but okay. It's pretty good. Pretty good to know, right? Pretty good to know. We can use this just to find a curse campaign. Just 3 exactly now frame. But I don't really want to do an internal layover right now. We can kind of bounce. Bounce Incendiary is fine. But we can also like do a Will of Death right now. Like, you know, 0 punish so far. Let's go.
No cards left. Kill quickly.
I actually forgot we don't really have a Kil'jaeden though. Okay, let's see what happens though. I forgot we don't have a Kil'jaeden. I was so convinced we do. I actually have one. Do you like and seek here right now? Not sure. Or do you like wait and chill? Goes for damage. It's like he knows that we don't really have it. Like we don't have anything so far. Oh my god. Like imagine this wins. Then it would be a huge basil.
Runs out on me.
Okay, let's just like pretend everything is going according to its plan though. Let's just pretend, right? Let's just pretend though, is that everything is going according to the plan. Let's see what is out. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Oh, malfunction. Ah! It kills us, though. Not sure. Not sure, though. Okay, okay, fine. Fireball. Let's go. Bro, we are... This actually does a little extra damage to us. This actually does a little extra damage to us. Let's go for 3 drop. Let's go for 3 drop here. Oh, it's something though. That's something though. You'll find something to put on top of our deck though. Ah, didn't find something. Well, 3 attack and a life steal, that is fine. 3 health and tone. Well, 3 health and a tone is fine too. Middle cries trigger twice, it is not really good. Oh, Whale is fine, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Like, do we kill ourselves here? I guess we do. But yeah, I messed up. He's getting too excited.
On me.
He's getting too excited for our mistakes there. Okay, fine, bro. You're good. You're too good to be true, bro. Well, sometimes, I guess. I guess I'm tired. Well, who cares? Yeah, I guess I'm tired. Who cares, though? As always, I'm like, you know, playing after a full day of work, though, so... Forgive me on that note. I guess you won't. I guess you guys won't, though. But that is fun. Let's see. I guess one more game will be out there. I kind of want to sleep.
Versus Alfurion. Cenarius, guide me to
Oh, I guess another Indian.
Nothing stands in my way.
It's a huge problem for us, right? First campaign is not something we want. Consume is probably something that we want with the Ultralisk Cavern right there. To proc it as early as possible. So Nightmare works has for potential of an engine of 125, which is nice. Let's go. Let's see how an imbue plays out for us this time. Maybe soul searching for whatever is good enough. We can do hero power, just like for an extra card draw. It's not like a bad thing. Do we get a fire arc out? No, not sure. There's a Kil'jaeden for us. Let's go. Nightmare Lord says. It's pretty good that we drew a Kil'jaeden here. It's one less of a minion for us to actually find. Maybe we should go for a Youthful Brewmaster. Just like, you know, in case. If you don't really find like an ancient Yore card. Okay, forget that. Forget that though. Horn of Pointing. Okay.
The world tree heals all.
Imbue twice, draw a couple of cards. You don't really care, as soon as you don't really summon too much, I'm fine. It's a 3-3 or 4-4? 4-4 exactly, oh my god. Okay. Well, we can go for another Ultralisk Cavern, but I guess we still have to like do an action Yore here, like whatever it is. Let's probably do something like this. Let's call it a city, just like in case we actually find or is it a table flip, right? I'm interested already in one cost me. Oh my god, what is this card? Bruh. Oh my, that is actually a really good card. That is actually a really good one though. Mark of the Wild, oh my god. Bro. You good out there? Not a soul searching. What do we want, like, from soul searching here? Hellfire? Hellfire is fine. Table flip is fine too. Let's do that for now. Let's do a heal, because we can. And who cares, right? Oh, Summoner is nice. Summoner is really nice for an extra 8-8. Hello. And that's his exile, by the way. Have 7 mana for an Layover plus a Kurt's campaign, by the way, too. Which is nice. Maybe I should go for it. Like, there is 0 chance he has a silence, right? I should just like do this. And like a summoner maybe. Summoner is really nice here. Nice and clean, I would say. Nice and clean though. Another turn layovers here, so we're good to go. Mentor Soul. Refresh, it's not add 2 mana, bro. Refresh. You have to, like, you know, do that for a zone. You're getting too excited. Well, I guess the card is fine. Like, considering that that's an imbue. You know, you invest like 4 mana to get a little tempo, a lot of card draw, and but the only problem here with this card is that it's like, you know, it becomes good only after like 4 turns, right? It like, you know, starts to pay off after like 4 turns here. So nice hits, bro. My friend, what are those hits? Let's see, do you have like a huge minion or not? No, not really, okay. Maybe another one? Nah, not really, Tim. That's a pity. That's how I'll trigger twice. We could have a full board of those.
Now this is living.
Let's probably do that anyway.
Take pride in your skill. Take pride in your skill.
You're a fun one.
You're a fun one, bro. Show ladders, though. Nice. He was not able to actually play Innocent, so it's not an activated show ladders out here. So it should be fine overall. I need to find like one. I will have desk here. I'm not lucky enough. Get a consume all. Get a consume all. Let's do a corpse. Bob's a bartender. Meh. It's kind of like playable later, I guess, in the game. Bob's a bartender is fine. You can actually draw access with it, right? That's the only like cards that we can draw. Or maybe an Ancient of Yore. Well, I guess. I just like, you know, cycle through the deck here. Let's just cycle through the decks here. Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. So if you have like one more okayish turn, you can do a little desk here.
By petal and sword.
Still want money, okay. Let's see what is up. We have a couple of board clears, like, you know, there's no problem with that. No problem with that whatsoever. Eternal Layover and this guy. We can even freeze, you know, who cares? Board lock. Board lock. Is that a good idea to board lock him? It's 35 damage for him. It's not that bad. You can just like do a Kil'jaeden here. Ceaseless is fine.
How interesting.
Eternally you're into Bob's the Bartender to draw a card. How about that? Sounds nice. Sounds really nice. Oh my god, come on, bro. I was actually looking for that stuff.
No card left. Too many.
Oh, here's that says for us. Those animations are so long, though. Oh, we have access at least. You know, that's pretty good. I guess we're fine here. Like, this should be a game over for him. +1/+2 rush, okay. Fire. Okay, cool. Okay, consume as much damage as possible, please, thank you. Multiple mana, fine. Okay, chars. Chars me. Let's do the chars. Or, any draw. Come on, more draws. More like this, bro. I'm fine with this. Smoldering more, small bomb more, Conflagrate, nice. Just burn your decks there. I'm fine with that one. Nightmare, okay. And that's 18 damage and a dream for a fire rank. Yet another one, another shot right there, right? Okay, so that is a good Kil'jaeden turn for us, which is nice. All good and clear. Just like a clean Kil'jaeden turn every time. Do we draw? I guess not, right? Why would we take 10 and 2 extra damage then? Fine. Let's see. See it, bro. Nice, 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 nice. Harass, okay. Where's the fire exam? I guess that's he actually tries to keep it for last resort. We can do yet another eternal layover here. Let's do so. Let's do exactly that. Glacial Shard is kind of like whatever. I'll probably do a little death next time. I'm kind of curious, like, well, what can he do against like 100 HP and whatever that is. Molten Magma just to destroy 7-1, Dreambound 4 and like 1-15-15. Let's see how big are those dudes, like how big those dudes can be, right? That's pretty strong. And gather as it says into a bounce, into a will of death. Sounds nice. I guess that should be a game over. Says into a bounce, into a will of death, let's go.
Destruction.
Take pride in your skill.
No card left.
Boom. I was actually like I was showing this like portal there because it actually has 0 cards, and only after like as the turn is over it actually refills, and that is why like there was like an idea of a deck that actually burns up more than 30 cards for you to even kill potentially a Kil'jaeden deck. That was possible here with an infinite like Warlock before. Okay, out there. Say hello. Kitty, say hello. So we're out of eternal layovers here, unfortunately. But we have like 0 character in the world here, right? About that stuff. Ancient of Yore, freeze. Hero power. Kitty. What do we have here? 2 damage for us. Okay.
Take pride in your skill.
I guess we're going for this guy. Let's go. Maybe I had to actually do this. It's kind of like a little more. Maybe not. It's a 7-17, right? You finally did it. It destroys those ancient of Yore zone. $17 dude for him. Nice. And Fire is still out there. We have to do this probably. And just like summon some good guy. Have to do that, right? Okay, let's go.
I have seen creation, and I will
Dread Warm. And a Fearless, right? Let's go. Dread Lord, Fearless, and let's go. 4 can see brown already. Even if you have like, you know, Bob's a Bartender for some weird reason in your deck, like, you know, you have 0 chance to actually win on that spot. Like, I'm not sure why he's still playing Zone. Okay. That's a more mana for him, okay. Well, that is strong. Warrior minion. Might be something good. Smolder, okay. And Corrupted Dream, okay. He was actually waiting for it, right? To destroy it like this. I'm not sure like why he didn't do that first, so he was hoping for a fire actual clear, I guess.
Time waits for no one.
I guess he was hoping for it. Well, finally, bro. Finally, you can see you lost the game like 5 turns before. But Amendrasel is a pretty good, interesting card so far. Kind of hard, right? Like if you have like a weak turn from your opponent, it might be actually really good. You know, later on in the game, because it like draws a lot of cards, like 7 cards for 4 mana. That is a lot. Even though you have like a downside of actually, you know, doing it in not like instantly, but after. And even that is sometimes better. Like take for example a 7/7 card, right? For you to draw 7 cards, it's really not really that applicable right now in like in any rogue deck, whatever. So yeah, this was the deck that was a you know a pretty good choice for me. Like one game we probably lost because I like didn't play well enough. Every other like we won 2, we lost 2, but one of those is could be probably won if I just like you know paid a little more attention to where like I was 100% confident like we have we have a Kil'jaeden there in our hand. I'm not sure why that happens, but sometimes it does. So as far as this right now, if you're still watching till that point, make sure to hit that some button. You make an old man happy right there. Make sure to join to check the join button. Join button is like of a great help to me. You know, it's kind of like a huge motivation for me, and like you know to actually do the content like in the future, find all of those decks, like create them and stuff like this. But for now, that is it for a EU Deckless Warlock.